And here we go. I'm John Rectum with my review of AEW Dark back at Universal Studios. I just like that saying. It just feels so right. You get the people, the reps, and you don't have a huge crowd that could see people that aren't quite ready for TV time. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please, even though it's technically on YouTube. If you're watching it on TV, therefore it is TV time. That's how these things work, right? And at least they got under 90 minutes, 79 minutes long for 12 matches, and a couple decent matches on this edition, and then there was the rest. But anyway, Excalibur and Taz on commentary. We start off with Chris Stanlander versus Marina Shafir. I was under the impression that Marina was not wrestling anymore, or maybe she just took a long break after she got released from WWE, but she got in better shape as far as in-ring shape because she actually looked pretty good here. Now, granted, her working with a bigger, woman like Statlander and not somebody small like Riho probably lended, some good credibility to this match, and it wasn't bad. Did it go a couple minutes long? Sure. But at least Statlander, got to work with somebody about her size, and Marina got in some good offense with some good submission work, and eventually, even after a pump handle slam, we did get the folded up crab or the spider crab. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking into spider crabs. Leave a message and you'll just tap out. But Statlander getting, a good match here to start the show. And then we get to Nick Comoroto versus Dean Fleming, who is like a wrestling lawyer or like a discount version of IRS. At least nobody used the tie or whatever. Nobody jerked on the tie to eliminate him from the Royal Rumble because there was no Battle Royal to take place on this show. That's how these things work. Comoroto hit some Alabama slam variation 1, 2, 3. That looked kind of vicious. And there we go. Nick does have a good look. Hopefully they can give him some more reps and some more matches and not have him just around there with QT and this stable that nobody really cares about. So then we get Riho and Riho. Riho Mizunami and Riho. I'm sure she's a lovely person, but I don't care about this team. And who are they taking on? Emi Sakura and Mei Saruga. Hey, they're having Mei wrestle. The year is 2049. Half the world is radiated, and Riho Mizunami and Emi Sakura are still on opposing sides of tag teams. This is a feud that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Okay, so it was a jump start and it was messy. By the way, we got quite a bit of action before the goddamn bell rang, and it just didn't work. May's fine. All these women are fine in the ring. I just don't care. I just don't. This doesn't do anything for me. Double knees, 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming, Mei Saruga. So, Ryan Nemeth promo on Chuck Taylor, how he's basically just having to hang on to Orange Cassidy's pockets to stay afloat, to stay relevant. He's not even the best member on his own team. And then Jade beat Valentina Rossi very quickly with Jaded in maybe 90 seconds, if that. Keep these matches short with Jade, at least for the next 2 years. She ain't ready to have a long match. That's what worries me about Thunder Rosa versus Jade. Even though Thunder Rosa is amazing, let's see how much of a magician she is. Because you can only do so much with somebody that has the look, and that's it. But Angelico took on Evictus Cash. Where has Angelico been? I know Jack Evans is apparently in trouble in Mexico. Hopefully he's all right. But, yeah, Angelico, he's fine in the ring. And Cash, I got to see him at a few indie shows before he went off to Japan and got some more training and everything. And he looks tremendous. And his match was fine. There was a good amount of, arm work, and there was some good... There was, a little bit of good offense, but it was over quick with the Navarro Death Roll, and Angelico got the victory. All right. And then Ty Conte took on Heather Monroe. Good to see Heather Monroe on a bigger program, even though I know she does some great indie work. Ty has improved, but her matches all kind of blend together. And Heather did do some good heel work, but got hit with the DD tie 1, 2, 3. Sunny Kiss, kind of promo, a pre-tape on his feud with Janella. And in 2 weeks, it will be no DQ, no rules and everything. This will end the goddamn feud. It will also probably end the tenure for one of them in AEW, because I think contracts are going to start coming up in AEW in 2022, at least the ones that were signed sometime in 2019. And while I don't know the exact contract status, there are going to be some people that are not going to be re-signed. I don't know who, but this feels like a feud that will culminate with one of them leaving. Maybe they'll do a loser leaves town, and it will probably end up being Janella, I have a feeling, because he's kind of been relegated to Dark Elevation and has barely been used. That's just my take. But at least Sunny Kiss is fired up here, and let's see what they can do. I know they already taped this stuff. This stuff was all taped in one bunch. And that's good, because then it not only gets content in the can, but you don't have to fly people in and out of Universal Studios. But it is what it is. So, Lee and Brock took on Tony Donati and Fabu Andre. So, okay, Arn Anderson was there with them, and, well, Brock pinned one of them. I didn't really care about the match. It's not that it was bad, I just didn't care. And then Shivani's interviewing them, and the Gun Kids show up. Crowd chants ass boys at them. And they did call them Team Broccoli. Ha 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 ha. I can actually appreciate that, but this is not a feud I care. I'm glad they're giving younger talent that need more reps and everything chances. I just don't care about this feud. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care. As much as I love the good to great shit in AEW, there's stuff like this where I'm like, it's like the stuff on WCW Saturday Night in the later years where you just didn't care one bit. You're just watching matches because you're, a fan of the particular promotion. Then Ryan Nemeth with the Wingman took on Chuck Taylor with Wheeler Yuta. Jumpstart, and why is this match? I don't remember why this match is happening. I really don't. I don't have a clue. The Best Friends have pissed off everybody, apparently, because they're having about 5 different feuds going on. We get interference, and then we get the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise, roll up 1, 2, 3. And then we get a beatdown. And Orange Cassidy comes out and scares people with his shades. Oh, he gradually makes his way to the ring. And I guess we're going to get him versus Cesar Bononi. Maybe we're going to get a beach break on the big Brazilian. So anyway, Statlander was here, and you've got to give the people what they want. So Sean Spears took on Josh Woods, and I know this is taped, I believe, well, this was taped before the Ring of Honor Final Battle pay-per-view. Josh Woods was a pure champion and took on Brian Anderson, I believe was his name. Josh Woods was probably the one that impressed me the most on that pay-per-view. Sign Josh Woods. I think he would make a great addition, as far as like working up and everything, as far as his MMA influence and all that. He's got a good look. He's got, good in-ring presence. Needs more seasoning, but he's got some good poise. Sean Spears was the right guy to work with him here. He gave Josh quite a bit while keeping his own, momentum going. And eventually did, counter stop Josh Woods by hitting the C4 1, 2, 3. But Josh Woods got some good heel work, and as far as like working on the ankle and everything, he got in some good submission work. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we get a Janella promo. He has been in a deep depression since losing to Sonny. He's got Kayla Rossi, who's a freaking Amazon. Good Lord, she's a freaking Amazon. He is focused on beating Sonny Kiss in 2 weeks. I don't actually remember the results, but I think I read that Sonny Kiss won. Is what it is. It doesn't really... at the end of the day, even though they're trying to pump this up on Dark, if this was on Dynamite or even Rampage, it might actually matter. On Dark, only a certain chunk of fans are going to see it. Hopefully more people tune in because Sonny Kiss should get more opportunities. So Nyla Rose then beat Zeta Zhang really quickly with the Beast Bomb in about 90 seconds. Arjun Singh beat Tony Vincita. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. This match had fine work. I'm not sure who Arjun Singh is, but he was very happy when he won. Good for him. And in 2.0, and Daniel Garcia took on Uno, Reynolds, and Colt Boom Boom Cabana in a main event that certainly had the title of being the last on the show. Was it a main event anywhere else? Nope. Was it fine? Sure. Just didn't care. Involves the Dark Order. 2.0 and Garcia are a fine trio, but whatever. We get a melee at the end. 2 for the show on Colt in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here at the end, just want to say a little quick thing. I'm considering cutting Dark Elevation and Dark reviews, in large part because I review like 7 weekly shows per week, and it would be odd to review 7 weekly shows per month. That would be very strange. And also, if New Japan has any tours going on, that's quite a bit of content. I also do some other content like movie reviews and stuff, and I work full time. I've been doing it at this pace pretty much since Dark started, right after Dynamite debuted. That's not the worst thing in the world, but it's gotten to the point now where Dark and Dark Elevation, the interest just isn't there. There's some good stuff, but it is what it is. So I might revisit this and do a channel update video at some point about what I'm going to be doing in 2022. You're still going to get content, but you might get a few less videos. It's nothing against AEW. I can only do so much per week. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.